Hey guys, today we're gonna do a video for beginners. It's our beginner series part 3, if you will. We are going to go over the mindset of investing in crypto. We're going to go over when to buy, when to sell, where to buy, and towards the end I will go over 5 projects that I think anybody can build their portfolio around. And none of this is financial advice, so please do your own research before you ape into anything. And also I apologize for my voice. I may be a little under the weather today, so sorry about that. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. With that in mind, let's get started. So, I hope you like this page. I kind of like how it looks. So let's go to the next slide, our first slide, basically. So why are you in crypto? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Are you here to trade or are you here to invest? They are not, definitely not the same thing as much as those people at CNBC may make you believe. They're not. Trading is you want to get in, get out quickly, short period of time. You want to ride the momentum for a profit. You don't want to stay in that project, in that stock, in general, whatever you're trading. You don't want to fall in love with whatever you're trading. You are there to make money, regardless of what they do, what the company does, or anything. And the only thing that matters in trading is charts, and that's it. Price, action, and volume. Now there are many other indicators like MACD and CCI and RSI and all kinds of stuff, but if you want to, obviously you can get knowledgeable in that. You can use that in your trading as well. But if that's what you're doing, this video is not for you. There's nothing bad about trading. I trade options on the legacy market, on stock market, so there's nothing wrong with trading. It's fun, it's a good way to make some passive income or a career out of it if you have the time and you have the money to invest in it. So that's trading, but we're gonna be talking about investing today. That is, you have to do your research, a lot of research for quality projects in crypto. So the difference with stock market is there are tons of different services you can just go to and you can buy their services, pay them a certain amount every month, every year, and they will give you ideas of, okay, buy this stock, hold it for this long, sell it at this time. Unfortunately for crypto, we don't have all-inclusive service like that. So it's still the wild west, and you have to do your due diligence and you do your own research before you buy any project. Just to give you an idea, okay, we'll get to that later, actually. So investing is basically you research the project, the stock, the company, and you get into that company or project with heavy conviction. So that if you don't have conviction in a company, the moment the price of the stock or the token falters, you will you will see you're getting weak and you're thinking about how to get out of it. You probably more often than not will sell it for a loss and then sit there and watch as the price rebounds and goes up, leaving you behind. So you need to have that conviction to where if the price goes down, you are ready to buy more, okay? Or if you have bought your full position, you hold it through that gut-wrenching downturn in crypto, which could go from 50 to 80%, even 90% for some coins, some projects. So you have to be okay with the price volatility, price going down. And also you don't want to buy everything at the same time. You want to dollar cost average into a project. We will go over the dollar cost averaging in a little bit. So that's basically, so again, if you're a trader, that's great, but this video is not meant to be for trading. Sorry about that. So where do you find great projects? How do you research projects? That's the hardest part in crypto. Absolutely, it is. So I have wrote down a few resources that I use. Now, you are not limited to this. You can go find your own system. You can do your own research. You can find, more resources other than this, in addition or instead of this. So one place, if you're very new and you have a Coinbase account, which I mentioned in my previous video in the beginner series part 2, you guys can go take a look. Coinbase has a little thing called Learn and Earn, where you can actually go through these projects, where these projects talk about themselves, what they do. So that's a pretty good research, and in addition to the research, they give you their tokens for free. Well, not for free, for your time that you're taking to go over their videos and learning about their projects. Some of those projects you look at and you're like, huh, that seems pretty good. So that would be your starting point of getting introduced to that project. What you want to do is go to this step right here. This step right here that says project website for use cases and financial backers. So I find it very useful when I go to a project's website, go through their white paper, what they do, look at their tokenomics of how much are they holding for the developers. If a project has 50% of its tokens for developers and the dev team and their own people, that means they can dump that those coins anytime on your head and crash the price. You don't want to be in a project like that. You want to be in a project where they have more towards staking rewards and liquidity providing rewards. Those kind of projects usually tend to do better as far as the price action goes. Also, you want to look at the financial backers for the company. What kind of venture farms are backing the company? So if you have, let's say, Galaxy Digital, which is Mike Novogratz fund, that's very reputable. If that's backing a project, that's pretty good. If you have Coinbase Ventures, another very reputable VC farm, if they're behind a project, that's another vote of confidence. If you have the projects associated with the Web3 Foundation, which is maybe helping them or also a backer or advisor, that's a good sign. You have the founders of great projects that exist right now, like Polygon, or founders of Ethereum, founders of Synthetics, or Aave, or Compound, the projects that are already established. If you have their founders backing a project, that's another vote of confidence. You may also look at where is the coin getting listed. So usually CoinList has a pretty good track record of listing new coins which go on to be really good projects. So because they do their own vetting, and they do not just list every coin that comes to them like Binance does. So if a project is listed at the very beginning with Coinbase or with CoinList, that's a pretty good sign of a good project. Now, it's obviously not going to be 100% of the time they're going to be great in price action, at least, whether the project's great or not. Look at Internet Computer Protocol, ICP, which got listed on Coinbase Pro, but the price dumped from $500 to right now at $40. So it's not always going to work out. But that's why you diversify. We'll go over diversification in a little bit. The other thing, the one I use for smaller cap projects to find new altcoin jams is token metrics. They have different plans. You have to pay for a, they have a hodler plan, industrial plan, and a professional plan or something like that, which, they have different criteria and different perks that they give you. I'm in the lowest cap. I pay like $30 a month or $35 a month for the hodler plan, and they do a code review and a fundamental review of the project, from which I can get this new project, and they sometimes do these reviews before even the coin is out in the market. So you can go look into the project. You can see if there is a way to mine that coin before it gets listed. And that's a very good way to get exposure to that project before it's even out there. So sorry about that. So excuse me, just give me 1 second. All right. So that's a way to, so you don't have to go pay money to token metrics. Excuse me. But if you can afford to, and you can, I think their value is pretty good. They have a token metrics TV where they do daily videos, and they do these hidden gems videos where they, talk about future projects they look really promising, and well, so they get on your radar and on your watch list, if you will. That's how I've been finding my coins lately. I've been using that a lot. Now, just to make sure and you guys understand, I'm not being paid by any of these guys. Not Token Metrics, not CoinList, not Coinbase. Nobody's paying me to do this video and put their name out there. It's pretty much free advertising for them at this point. So. Because I'm not here necessarily to make money. I'm here because I have gone through and a lot of hurdles, because not everything on crypto is at one place, and so I'm trying to compile everything that I learn in these videos in the hopes of it helps other people as well. So if you want to go check out their Token Metrics website, you can, get a trial for like $5, 7 days for $5. Check it out if it's worth it, and if you feel like it, subscribe with them or not. And finally, you can, obviously, I had to plug it. You can watch my channels. I do not do deep dives into project and recommend any project like that, but I do videos on what I am doing currently. And that maybe something, gives you an idea, gives you another new project maybe to look into. And then you have the new project, always go back to step 4, go to their website, look at what they do, think about it if it's something that has a very good use case, and whether it has, what kind of financial backers does it have. And look at the tokenomics of the project. Okay. Excuse me. So the next step is diversification. We talked about a second ago. You cannot, please don't YOLO your money into SafeMoon and frickin' Dogecoin or Shiba Inu. I know I probably am antagonizing a lot of people right now. That is definitely not my intent. I made money on Dogecoin. I still have holdings on SafeMoon, so no, I'm not, if there is money to be made, it doesn't matter how the money is being made, right? If people believe in a project and they buy the coins, the price will go up, regardless of what the use case is. But you do not want to build your portfolio around that. You do not want to put all your money into it, and then, what if it doesn't work? Then you lose all of it. That makes no sense. Yes, if you're taking a risk like that, where you want to swing for the fences, take it with the amount of money you are willing to lose, so that you're not, again, putting all your life savings into something and then being on the streets. That's not smart. So from where I see I do much more. 5 projects is not for me. I get into a lot more projects with smaller amount uh, invested towards each of them. The same thing I do for my stock market investment. I have 70 different companies probably in my portfolio right now. None of them a huge amount of money that I have invested in. It's just small portions, and let them grow. Let's see which one grows, and you can add to your winners down the road. And that's another mistake that people do. They think that, oh, this project has not moved, the price is down, it has to go up. When the whole market is going up and a project is down, I'm sorry, that project probably is not moving. It's not gonna go anywhere. You're putting more money into it is, I know it's intuitively makes sense that, hey, this hasn't gone up, so it has to go up. I should put more money into that. But 99% of the time, that's a losing proposition. You want to add money to your winners, the projects, the companies that are winning. That's where you want to put your money in, because when the market goes down, they're gonna go down the least, and when the market goes up, they're gonna go up the fastest again. And they will be around a while. They're not gonna be a project that's gonna come into the scene for 6 months and then vanished. So diversification, you want to have at least 5 projects, no matter how much money you're investing in. So let's say you start with $10 every week, right? You want to diversify. You want to dollar cost average in. You start with $10. Okay, you buy one project for $10. Next week, buy another project for $10, and next week another one. Once you're done with buying the 5 projects, and if you can only afford $10 a week, you go back to the first project, put $10 into that, and you cycle that and start growing your portfolio. Don't be afraid because one company in that month has gone up 100%. You're like, uh-oh, it has gone up 100%. I missed my chance. I probably shouldn't put money in it. No, you don't care. Regardless of where the price is, if you got into the project with conviction, knowing that, okay, this project is going to be around in 2 years, 3 years time, and it has good prospects, you put money in it. And we will go over, when we go over the 5 projects that I talked about, we can go over that and see how that exactly works. And also when you're diversifying, try to diversify into 5, different sectors if you can. If you can't, I mean, you don't have to, but it's a good idea to diversify into different sectors. For example, some examples are, smart contract or layer 1 solutions, like Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, Algorand, and whatever. Just name. I'm just naming names. I'm not recommending any of them. Then you have the layer 2 solutions. Then you have layer 2 solutions are basically scaling solutions for Ethereum to bring down the gas prices and the cost of transaction. Then decentralized finance, you definitely want exposure to DeFi. I think that is the future of banking, hands down. Yeah, people laugh at me for that, but trust me, I have been in the legacy side. I know how that part works. Decentralized finance is just beautiful and amazing. Then you do want exposure to NFTs, definitely, and you want exposure to utility tokens, which make everything happen. And we will look at a coin later down the road that I think is a utility coin or token. Excuse me. All right, next slide, please. All right. Then the question is, okay, so when do we buy, right? When is a good time to buy? Well, although there is no hard and fast rule necessarily, the best time to buy is when everybody else is selling. The best time to buy is when everyone else is selling in a bear market, when prices are slumping. And I see that in retail investors, and I just shake my head and want to yell and scream. When prices are dropping, they sell everything, they stay out of the market. And when prices are pumping, they come into the market. That's exactly opposite of what it should be. You should be in the market buying, not selling when prices are going down 70, 80, 90%. Because you're not going to get the chance every day. That happens probably every 2 years or every 3 years. And you want to take advantage of that. Right? It's true for anything you're investing in. When the prices are down, that's when you gotta buy more. All right? It's not to say that you don't buy when the prices are going up at all. Yes, you do, but you definitely buy when the prices are going down. Again, you're not buying meme coins, you're buying good, solid projects with use cases, solid use cases. All right. So I wrote down 5 rules. There could be more. You can add your own rule to it. If you don't like a rule from here, take it out. But I think these are pretty good. Rule number 1 is do not FOMO into a project. Good fucking God, people do that all the time. Let's take an example for Axie Infinity. That thing pumped and pumped and pumped, and people kept going into it, and a lot of people made a lot of money. But that is not a smart thing to do when things are pumping that high, that you just jump into it after a 300% rally in 3 days. You wait, you let it cool down. Everything that pumps hard does come down and give you an opportunity to get in at a lower price. Now, when is that lower price? Nobody can tell. It can drop 10%, it can drop 20, 30, 40, 50, who knows? What you need to do is you need to start buying if you like that project, not because it has pumped, because you have done your research and you know it's a great project. You start buying small portions, okay? You start buying that. We're basically in rule number 3 now. We kind of skipped rule number 2. I did not say it, but basically what I said is wait for it to calm down, and then you may start buying. So that's the part of being patient. So when do you buy? When it starts reversing, right? It has 1 red candle, let's say a day. You wait and see if that place holds. Basically what you do, or you can set up a target. Let's say it has pumped up so much, you say, okay, if it comes down 20% from there, I will buy some. Then you buy at 20% when it comes down 20%. Then you wait, let's say, okay, it goes down another 10%, I'll buy some more. If it goes down another 10%, you buy some more. And you average, dollar cost average in like that. Maybe you buy in 4 or 5 different times instead of buying all at once as it goes down or goes up. You know? That way you protect yourself against buying at the very top and then crashing down 90%. That is not necessarily a horrible thing if it's a good project. You buy at the top. It will take out the top at some point, maybe a year down the road, but you have to be patient. Most retail investors do not have that patience or that composure to stay with the project. So to protect against that, make a rule. Take your emotions out of it. Make a rule, buy at every 20% down, every 20 or the first 20% down, and then every 10% down. Until you have your full position, then you just leave it there, forget about it, go to sleep. Okay? Wake up a year later, see how it's doing. Or wake up 2 weeks later, see how it's doing. If it has gone up another, if it 10x'd in 2 weeks, yeah, it's a good idea maybe to take some profits. We'll get to when to sell in a second. Rule number 4 is do not invest more money than you're willing to lose. God damn, people, do not get wrecked. Okay? The biggest problem, it's not necessarily a horrible problem, but I see in a lot of people, because they're always looking at those stories where this guy sold his house, put all his money into Bitcoin, and started living in an RV, and how well it panned out for him. And that is an awesome story. The problem is, most people don't hear the 200 other stories where people did the same thing and got wrecked. They sold their house, they bought another something coin, or maybe they bought Bitcoin at 65,000 and then it plunged to 29,000. They got scared, they got out of it, they lost money, now they don't have a house. Don't do that. Don't sell your house to invest in anything. Not in crypto, not in real estate, not in stock market, nothing. Don't sell your house to put all your money into one bucket. That is a losing proposition all day long. Maybe 1 out of a million times it works, and that 1 out of a million is the story you get to hear. All right, so keep that in mind, please. And rule number 5, we're investing, not trading. Please don't buy crypto on borrowed money. I do buy stocks on borrowed money. Yes, I do buy options on borrowed money, but I keep it to a level where I know I'm comfortable with. I can sleep at night, and I will be fine if prices go down 20%. Crypto, 20% is not even a thing. We're talking 50, 60%, 80% downturn. Guys, you're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna lose everything if you try to invest on borrowed money. Don't do that. Do it on, well, if you're trading, sure, and if you're good at it, go ahead, do that. Go do it on leveraged money, on borrowed money. Fine. Don't invest on borrowed money. That's a horrible idea. But before you start trading, though, if you're a beginner, I would say build up a portfolio, be comfortable with the whole scene, crypto scene, if you will, before you go put your money into trading. All right, so those are when to buy, the 5 rules, and then we're going to go to dollar cost averaging. So I wanted to spend a little more time on dollar cost averaging. I have talked a lot about it in the previous slides, but get this. I think these are pretty fun to read. No one, literally no one ever can or will predict a market bottom or top. And that is an absolute fact. If anybody tells you they can predict you a market bottom, they can predict a market top, they are fucking lying to you. They are plain, outright lying. Or they do not freaking know what they're talking about. Think about the Big Short investor, whatever his name was, the Michael Burry or something. He predicted the house market crash. Yes, and he takes a lot of credit for it. He gets a lot of credit for that. Great. Yes, he made a lot of money out of it. But he has been predicting it for a year and a half until it actually happened. He predicted a year and a half ago that it's gonna crash. It didn't. It kept going up, and God took a lot of people, including himself, almost out of the business. Okay, waiting for that downturn. More people have lost money in the market, and this is from Benjamin Graham, I think, Warren Buffett's mentor. More people have lost money in the market waiting for the price to drop. Okay, that's how you lose money. If you're waiting for the price to drop, you think you can predict the top. You cannot. Nobody can. Absolutely nobody. No matter how big an expert you are, you will be correct 50% of the time and you'll be wrong 50% of the time. Now, you can do some technical analysis which can give you an indication on a short-term move. And you can get into a trade with maybe, okay, 70% odds on your side. But that's it. It's 70%. It's not 100%. You can never predict the top or the bottom. and this one I learned the other day, that bottom fishing is an expensive sport. It is an expensive sport. You cannot, this is the same as you cannot predict the top, you cannot predict the bottom. When you see something has dropped 97% and you're like, oh man, there is nowhere else to go, how low can it go? And you jump into it, you buy it, you know what? It goes down another 20%, it surprises you. And that happens all the time. What do you do in that case? you buy more. As we talked before, you buy more. If you got into the project with conviction, great. You bought it at 97% down, it went down another 20%, you buy some more. You got another opportunity to buy some more. But if you put in all your money there thinking that, oh, it's not going to go down any further, and I'm going to get into it, a week later I'm going to get out, you put all your money into it, that becomes expensive. It goes down another 20%, takes you out of the trade, your stop loss triggers, which I strongly suggest against. If you are investing, there is no limit orders, there is no stop orders, there is no limit orders, okay? You are not trading. All these people talking about, oh, I put my stop loss at 40,000 at Bitcoin when it was coming down from 65,000. Why? Why did you put your stop loss at 40,000? For what? Why did you get into Bitcoin? If you were to take profits, you should have taken profit when it was above $50,000. You go in there and you sell it at whatever market price you get over 50,000. Why would you put it at 40,000 knowing, I mean, you are in it in Bitcoin for the long haul, or if you're not, or you are not, unless you're trading. And these people that I'm talking about are not traders. They call themselves investors, and then they put a stop loss on Bitcoin, the one coin you're not supposed to sell. That is just freaking weird to me. Anyway, so what basically you do is dollar cost averaging is you set up a time. You set up, let's say you work regular hours, you get paid, let's say on Thursdays, like me. And so you set up your timeline that, okay, on Thursday night, I'm gonna get on my exchange, whichever it is, Coinbase, Binance, wherever you buy your coins, you get on it, you make a list, you have a watch list, and you pick however many coins, depending on how much money you're investing every week. And you pick, let's say, 2 coins. These 2 coins I'm going to invest in today. You put in the money in those 2 coins, you buy, split it in half, 60-40, depending on where your conviction is. You buy those coins, and then you do this every week. If you can't afford to do it every day, do it every day. Or maybe you want to do it every month. Do it every month, however it works for you. But you buy it on that same day, regardless of where the price is. If you wait on the price, you're going to mess up. Everybody does. Okay? You cannot. You're going to get lucky 1 out of 100 times or 200 times, and then you're going to think you're an expert, and next thing you know, you're wrecked. So don't do it. Just go buy every week, dollar cost average into things. People do make money in crypto, and the people who make money are the patient people. Okay, you can go watch all these YouTube channels, and they're telling you to buy this one today and pump that coin tomorrow. It's a great resource. Looking at YouTube videos, knowing about a project for the first time, it's a great resource to know about the project, to learn about the project. But then you just don't go and buy it just because they told you to. You do your research, you put it into your schedule to see if you can afford to buy it every week and how much you want to buy, and if you have enough conviction. Okay? Buying high and low to bring down the average cost basis. So basically, when you buy every week, you're buying at, sometimes you'll be buying at high, sometimes you'll be buying at low. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody can predict what's going to happen to the price next week. Again, go back to my first point. If anybody tells you they know, they're absolutely freaking lying to you. Okay? So, don't believe them. And the last thing is, you do not have to worry about market bottom or top. Going back to that first and second point, you don't have to worry where the market is. What you're doing is you're getting into a great project. That's all you know. That's all you have to care about. And let the market take care of it. Market will do market. You or I or anybody cannot do anything. All this talks about manipulation and market because some whales are manipulating the market, and good freaking God, give me a freaking break. These conspiracies, you'll go to some YouTube channels and they are filled with conspiracies. I don't want to get political, but these are, who. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway, So that's how you dollar cost average, and you basically buy every week. You don't worry about the price, whether it's at top or bottom. You just, your price at the end of the day will be averaged out, and when the project pumps, you will be rich. Well, not rich, you will be doing better. For example, I put this Ethereum chart over here to see when to buy. It's kind of seems like I have already talked about everything, but let's go over it. The only place you don't want to buy is because Ethereum is a great project. You've done your research, and now you see, come over here, and you see it is pumped for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight days of pump, where it took it from about $2,200 to $3,400. That's a 50% jump, right? You don't want to, and you learned about, you did your research at this point. You do not want to get into it at here. In this case, it had worked, right? It still went up to $4,400. But then it crashed back down. So what you want to do is, at this point, you say, okay, if it goes down 10% from here, maybe I will get in. I'll buy a little bit. And another 10%, I'll buy a little bit more. On the other hand, if you had, so basically, I only get a little cautious when a price has done that. It's gone up straight. I would not buy here. But on the contrary, if you're dollar cost averaging in, it wouldn't matter. You would buy here, it goes up there, you're gonna like, oh, it's gonna go up more. You buy here, then you say the next 3 days it drops. Next week, actually, because you're doing it every week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's right here because crypto is 24/7. So you buy again on this day, on this green day, it goes down a little more. Next week comes, you're here, you buy again here. Next week comes, it's here, you buy here. Next week comes, it's here, you buy here. So you see, although you bought some here, as long as you haven't bought all your allocation for this project at the highs, you have a chance to dollar cost average in, and maybe your price would be somewhere around here. Okay, and Ethereum is a great project. It will take it out and go higher than wherever you purchased. So that's the conviction you have to have in this project, that okay, no matter where I buy, it will bail me out. It will go higher than that. If you like a project at $3,400, there is no reason for you not to buy that project at $2,300. As simple as that. If you're buying here, you will be buying here. The only reason you won't is because you aped and FOMO'd into this project here with no conviction, and the moment it turns down, you sold out here, you took your profits, you're out of the market. And you miss out the whole thing for the next 2 years when this thing goes from $2,300 to $42,000. Again, don't quote me on $42,000, I'm just throwing a number out there. Okay, what's next? Where to buy? Okay, so if you're a new investor, if you're a beginner investor, I would say stick to exchanges. Okay, the safest one is Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. So just go to coinbase.com, make an account, and I made my previous video, go to my previous video, which shows how to buy and sell on Coinbase.com and Coinbase Pro. Just do that, stick to that. If you're buying and holding, Coinbase Pro will serve almost all your needs, other than if you want to buy, let's say, one of the projects we're going to talk about later. It's not available on Coinbase. It is, however, available on Binance.us. And it's, again, Binance.us is not affiliated with Binance, the big one. That's in a lot of regulatory trouble. Binance.us is like Coinbase Pro. It's regulated completely by United States authorities, so it's pretty safe. And if you want to go venture out into I don't know, DeFi and NFTs, and you want to stake your coins or liquidity mine and all, you definitely need MetaMask. I made a video on how to set that up as well. And another thing for where I started is with Crypto.com wallet. It's very simple. You can download into your phone And there you go. You can just directly buy with your credit card or debit card. And you can also sell the coins over there for US dollars and get them back to your bank account. It's very simple. It just charges a fee that's higher than Coinbase Pro, 5.5% versus 3%. So that's why I don't buy anything. And if you want to transfer your coins to something else, crypto.com is the worst. It charges a lot of fees and you don't want to do that. But if you're just buying and holding, you don't have any intention of transferring any coins anywhere ever, you can use crypto.com. Its wallet, the mobile wallet, it's very good. And then if you are comfortable, you're doing your research, and you are finding this gate, small cap coins that are, what do I say? Small cap gems, if you will. And you want to buy those. You can't find them on Coinbase. You can't find them on Binance. You can't find them on any other wallets. You can buy them on MetaMask most of the time through the exchanges, the DEXs like Uniswap, SushiSwap, 1inch or whatever, Integral Finance and whatever. But if you are looking for an exchange, Gate.io is the place to go. Usually I have made, in some of my videos I have shown how to. I usually onboard my cash through Coinbase and then move it to Gate.io to buy whatever little coins that I want to buy. All right, what's next? When to sell. All right, when you need the money. That's the simplest answer. You sell when you need the money. You sell and you use that money for whatever. If you don't use the money, what's the purpose of it, right? You're gonna have to use it at some point. That's the simplest answer. There are a couple other things, a few other things. You should be taking profits gradually as the price goes up. If you have a coin that has gone up, that has given you a 10x, it's a great idea to sell at least half of it, right? And then let the other half run. Or if it's something like Ethereum or Bitcoin and you don't want to sell, and you're advanced and you know what you're doing and you do your research, you can actually borrow against your Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you have $1,000 or $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, or I don't think my viewers have $100,000. So let's keep it simple. Let's say you have $1,500 worth of Ethereum. You don't want to sell it. You can move it to Celsius or Alchemix projects, and you can lock up your Ethereum or you can lock up your Bitcoin, and you can take a loan, like a 50% off it. So if you need $500, you put in $1,500, you take a $500 loan, you use it, money for whatever you need, and then you put back that $500 back in and unlock your Ethereum if you want. So that's one way to do it. That way, the advantage of that is you don't have to pay taxes on that. If you sell your crypto, you have to pay taxes, but if you borrow against it, you don't have to pay taxes on that money. And then the last thing is, don't sell all your holdings in a great project. If you have Ethereum, don't sell 50% even. If it has really shot up and if you want to take some profits, great, take 10%, 20% off. And when it comes down, or you find another great project, put the money over there, or just hold on to that money. You can put your USDC in Celsius for an 8% interest, which is compounded weekly. Why not? Put it over there, right? Okay, then what? What to buy? Okay, I think this is where we're coming to, Okay, so this is the part. If you guys have waited this long and seen through the whole video, this is a long video. This has gone longer than I wanted it to, but hey, it's fine. I will timestamp it so you guys can see where. if you're here only for that 5 projects, we're at the gate of that, and we're getting into that in a second. I will timestamp it so you guys can just jump to here instead of going through the whole 40 minutes of me babbling. So the project number 1 is, obviously, I don't think it's a secret. That would be Ethereum. Now, I cannot overstate the use cases of Ethereum. It's just enormous. You cannot do anything on crypto landscape without Ethereum, pretty much. It's the most secure It's a smart contract platform, as you know. Virtually unlimited use cases. You want to do DeFi, you are on Ethereum. You want to do NFT, you are on Ethereum. There have been so many catalysts. If you guys have noticed recently, Shopify, the Canadian e-commerce company, they have opened up storefronts for NFTs. What do you need to buy those NFTs or sell those NFTs? The transaction is in Ethereum mostly. All the NFT platforms, you have to use Ethereum to buy and sell. The Indian government just came out and they are partnering with Ethereum to keep, put their results, the university results and the certificates for people who are graduating from colleges on blockchain with Ethereum smart contracts. Why? Because it's induplicable. They cannot duplicate it. There is no fraud. So and once it's done, it's done. It's secure and it's done, and everybody can verify because of the consensus mechanism of Ethereum. So that's Indian government. That's the second largest country by population in the world. Then you have the London hard fork, which is EIP 1559. That's basically improved Ethereum, or Ethereum Improvement Project. That's what the EIP stands for. That is supposed to bring down the gas costs for Ethereum. Then you have the Ethereum 2.0, where they're going from proof of work to proof of stake, so it's much more energy efficient. That's happening by the end of this year or early next year. There are so many catalysts and so many use cases for Ethereum. That's why the 42,000 I said earlier. I don't know, it was 42, 43, 45, whatever. If Ethereum is at $40,000 next year sometime, I would not be a teeny bit surprised. Again, none of this is financial advice, and I'm definitely not saying it will go to $40,000. I'm just saying if it does, I won't be surprised at all. Okay, what's our next project? Project number 2 is Matic Network, Polygon, one of my favorites. So this one is a layer 2 solution. If you guys are into DeFi, into yield farming, you know the gas costs are minimal to none. Polygon, basically, they call themselves the layer 2 solution because they scale Ethereum to make the transactions faster and cheaper. Okay, and it has become so popular. The big DeFi players like 1inch is coming to Polygon. I'm sure Uniswap will come to Polygon. Carve is already on Polygon. Aave is on Polygon. They have so many different partnerships with so many different great DeFi projects, and they're getting into NFTs as well to bring down the costs for NFT transaction. So it's just, it's a great project. I think you should put some allocation of your portfolio towards Polygon. Again, the use cases are numerous. And yeah, look at this. Polygon effectively transforms Ethereum into a full-fledged multi-chain system, aka Internet of Blockchains. And where to buy? You can buy this on Coinbase. Ethereum also you can buy on Coinbase or wherever your heart desires. It's everywhere. The third project on the list is, it's funny. It floated in and it's called Helium Network. So Helium is a project that is not very widely known. I don't know why, but it's a great project. They are completely decoupled from the rest of the crypto market, pretty much. When the whole market went down, what, 80%, 85%, Helium has gone down less than 50%. So if you can find it on a dip, right now is a great time to buy Helium. It's at $13, around $13. The high was $22. Helium is a decentralized blockchain powered network of Internet of Things. So you can mine it too. I ordered a miner, mine hasn't arrived yet. It hasn't even shipped. They are so high in demand that mine it doesn't ship for like 12 weeks. That's crazy. So Helium mainnet allows low-powered wireless devices to communicate with each other and send data across its network of nodes. So this one, basically, if you have a hotspot, the miner that I'm talking about, it sends signals. So if you have, let's say, those bikes, those bird bikes, remember the little scooters in different towns, you can go from one place to another place. That network runs on Helium. if you have a dog tag and your dog gets lost, that thing sends out a signal. Your helium miner, if it's nearby, it catches that. You can track your dog if it gets lost by that. There is a lot of IoT, Internet of Things use cases for helium. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's still not listed on Coinbase. I think this thing will be a top 20 coins at least. Right now, I'm not sure exactly where it is. It's probably in 90 or 80. So this is a great project for the long haul. Now, all of these projects I'm showing here, these are not for, obviously not for trading, and these are not something you sell on bear market. You add to them in bear market. But you can buy this one on Binance.us. It's not on Coinbase yet. The fourth project is, oh, I wonder what it is. It's Chainlink. Chainlink is basically what makes everything happen on Ethereum. It's the gateway between the off-chain and the world of blockchain. So it's called the Oracle of Ethereum. So anything you are doing, right? You're doing DeFi, you're doing NFT. I'm not gonna go into the very technical details of Chainlink because I probably won't even understand, but it does make everything happen. That's all you need to know. You cannot do anything on Ethereum network without Chainlink. And there is no competition for Chainlink. They are by themselves on Ethereum. So this is a great freaking project, and it has performed better than pretty much any other stable, not stable coin, like stable projects, like great projects during a bear market. And it's a great addition to your portfolio. You can totally build your portfolio around Chainlink and Ethereum, of course, Matic and Helium. And this one you can buy on Coinbase. And our fifth and last project, I think, is Polkadot. All right, let's look at the graphics for a second. All right, okay, that's enough. Polkadot. I only wrote down two things because I think I was in a hurry and I was going to add to it, I forgot, but Polkadot think of it as like a busy airport where it connects different airports, other airports in the country. Let's talk about, I don't know, JFK or Atlanta, Hartsfield, and you have all these people from different places coming in and then taking another plane to another place. So that's what Polkadot does. It's a cross-chain platform, and it has so many different parachains. I'm kind of surprised Polkadot is at $20. That's a surprise. I mean, that's a joke. Polkadot was at $14 or $15, but it's still a very good time to buy because this thing will explode. And one thing you may see that I'm not talking about any price targets because I don't know how to do price targets. There is no such thing as price targets where it may or may not go in a certain time. All I know is it will explode and go higher, much higher than where it is if you're patient and if you stick with it. And Web3 is coming, and that's basically Polkadot. Web3 will not be possible without Polkadot. So those are the 5 projects I think you can build your portfolio around. If you have any questions about any of those projects or the overall video, please let me know in the comment section. Don't hesitate. Now, if you have covered and gotten up to here, as a reward, I will give you 2 more projects as bonus. Oh, Polkadot you can also buy on Coinbase. So 2 bonus projects that I am big fan of. They're smaller caps, and I think they are 2 of the best projects in the market right now, outside of this 5, obviously. And they are Audius and Alpha Finance. If you guys have seen my other videos, you know I am a big fan of them. I have staked both of these coins, and my plan is basically to forget about them and come back in 2 years and see how they're doing. I have that much conviction in these projects. Now, let's quickly talk about them. Audius, the token is called Audio, It's a, if you want to call it decon, decentralized content. You basically pay your artists with audio tokens, and there is no middleman, there is no studio. The money is directly going to the artist. It's and you know, you can request an artist to make whatever kind of music if they feel like it, and you can pay them in audio tokens. Uh, Basically, this is iTunes, Spotify of the future, the way I see it. And the tokenomics is very good. The code's very good. The team is a solid team behind this project. So yeah, it's you know, not only invest in it, but you can go check out their website if you're into music. Check it out. It's a great resource. Uh, you cannot buy it on Coinbase. You can buy it on either. You can buy it on the wallet, MetaMask, or you can buy it on Gate.io right now. And the second project is Alpha Finance. Again, you will not hear a lot about it, but they are doing something to DeFi that is beautiful and wonderful. Their tokenomics is wonderful. I'm not gonna go deep into it. I've done another video on Alpha Finance, so go check that one out. But you also cannot buy this one on Coinbase. You have to buy it on Gate.io. Both of these coins have pumped recently from their lows. Audio went as low as 60 cents. Alpha went as low as 33 cents, I think. Alpha is sitting at about 70 cents right now, and Audio is at about $1.13. But they're still way below their all-time highs. So if you want to start position, buy small and just build up over time on these two, because these are in their infancy right now, and I think they will be great projects going forward. So that's our video for beginners portfolio today. Let me know if you liked it. Please smash that like button. If it helped you, please subscribe. I will come up with videos. I am trying to do 2 to 3 videos every week, not on any specific day, but if you subscribe, whenever a new video comes out, it will notify you that, hey, there is a new video, go check it out. And I really apologize for this video being so long. I got really into talking and I lost track of time. I hope though you guys like the video, and you know, like and subscribe and ask questions in the comment section. Thank you very much. You have a good day.